Hi there. Today I'm going to go over just the basics of Adobe Express and getting started. Here we are on the home page where we can do some quick launching, searching for templates, and also see any of our recent files. To get started with something new, I'm going to come over here to this blue plus sign and click on it. Here I have the option to do some custom sizing, the basics of square, landscape, and portrait, as well as any template type of projects. I'm going to get started here. When we get started into Adobe Express, it will pop up with the option to use any sort of templates. It's going to try to predict what you might be using a template, might need a template for, either based on your past creations or just popular options. So in this case, it's trying to think I'm doing an Instagram square post. I'm going to close it out. Here on the left is sort of our menu of options. We've got add content, which is going to be your most popular choice of going to for certain things. Here's where you're going to click to add any media. So if you want to add any photos, either by searching for stock photos or uploading your own, video, music, including if you want to do any voiceovers, and then also sound effects, which again, also you can do voiceovers. Elements is one of my favorite things to go to. This is where you can put in like clip art and shapes and such. Design assets are going to be like the equivalent of some PNG clip art, PNG being images that don't have backgrounds to them. Here I can search for backgrounds to put on my image, shapes, some popular icons, and if I want to make this into a video, stickers. These are like GIFs or GIFs. Charts and grids if you want to put in some charts and grid, and then also there's a generative AI feature that you can create from nothing, just a prompt. Here's where we would add in our text. Again, you can upload past documents or files, access past projects, create your brand, which in school you might not necessarily need. If you wanted to pull up templates again, you can here, and then you can also edit your themes, and then there's also third-party add-ons. Once we do get started, it's going to create layers of the different things that I add to the what we call a page. So here's one image there. I'm going to just randomly click. Here's another one. I can adjust the layers to make sure and see what one I want on top. So whatever is towards the top of the list is going to be on top of the image. So in this case, this frame is currently on top. We can tell based on the other image being behind it. And then I can flip it if I want to. If I were to turn this into a video, I have the options to do editing a timeline towards the bottom here. So if I close that out to reopen it, I can either click on this to edit timeline, or it might even say edit timeline over here. And again, this is all the features for creating a video. You would have, again, different clips put in for the different time frames. That's pretty much it. That's Adobe Express in a nutshell. Go ahead and get creating.